The plan charges per month is $250, $35 per line, and $75 for the FD hotspot, whatever that is. I don't know.
Yeah, hotspot for digging.
Device charges per month is $73.35.
Did she have a total amount before we did this? When we
She
were
did not have a total amount.
Not on
Because we
here.
had to pay the hotspot for Dickie anyway. We paid the hotspot for Dickie's phone anyway.
Right.
What are you talking about? How much we paid out, like when we was paying them for the private phone?
Right.
I think it'd be pretty easy to figure out, but it's not on here.
A lot less.
We're paying like $100 a month.
All right, let me read this, because there is something on there about it. Lynn told me, I assume it's her, that the cell phone currently costs $5,210.40, but will drop to approximately $4,330.20 in '25. She said if the town continued to reimburse, it would have cost more, roughly $6,000.
When we did it, I
Just a
thought that was
question.
enough.
Who has phones? Mike has one, Billy has one, and Dickie has one,
Now, we didn't have some.
Alvina had one.
Yeah.
Do we have the numbers to those? Is that out for the public so they know?
Yeah, they're all
On
on
the
the website.
website?
Yeah.
Okay, just asking.
I got a question.
Let,
I called Alvina the other day asking for her phone number, and she said Dick had it. And I still don't have her phone number for the town phone. I'm just curious, do you have the phone, or did Dick have it?
it's on the website for,
No. Does she have it? Because she said she was 24/7.
I was on vacation, so therefore to meet that
When I go on
24/7,
vacation, my phone goes with me.
he had to have it.
So do mine.
Oh, that's your problem.
But I still don't have the phone number to your phone.
I'm sorry.
Because when I call, it comes up as Frank. It should come up as Alvina Day, whatever your,
My personal phone?
no, your town phone.
No.
That you say you have.
it's on the website.
Come on, this one.
No, it's on the website.
The number is on the website under general assistance, because that's the primary reason I have that phone.
Just wondering.
They're just, as far as cell phones and stuff, when I was on the budget committee, MMA requires everybody to take a Freedom of Access Act seminar, Zoom. Now, on the Freedom of Access seminar Zoom, if you use your personal phone or your personal email for public business, that personal email or personal phone, all the information on that is subject to the Public Information Act. You don't have a choice, okay? So if you want to keep your information, no, let me finish, please. If you want to keep your information private, you either have to have a personal phone and one to use for business. You have to have and this was told to me from Municipal Association, and you have to have a special email for just your business with the town, or and a special one for your personal, because if they're mixed, everything in that email is subject to investigation or whatever anybody requests. And I'm not saying this to make anybody do anything, I'm just telling you for your own benefit.
I understand what you're saying. I've been to a lot of companies and worked with a lot of people. But the town gives me a laptop where all my emails come from. I do not use my personal phone for emails. My phone calls are for people that I get parts from, get sand from. It goes over here, everybody's number. I don't need a town phone. So I don't need a personal phone because I have an office phone in my office that they leave messages for. So why would I need a town phone?
But the whole purpose of the Maine Municipal telling people about the Freedom
So
of
you're saying
Access
that
Act.
they're telling me I need to take that phone?
You don't need to, but I'm saying, if you don't have two phones,
And
wherever
they're
you
saying
get
I
it,
can take my personal phone and check what I'm doing?
if you have any town business on that
Yeah.
phone, they can take your personal.
I don't have no town business on.
Well, I'm just saying, not just you, anybody, okay? Whether anybody has an email, and this is one thing, because everybody on the town has an obligation to provide information to anybody that asks for it. The other reason they make you take the seminar is for anybody's own protection that is working for the town, so that they keep their email separate and they keep their phone separate, all the personal stuff, so it'll always be protected by them.
Mike?
If you use anything,
I've got a random question. So, is it possible to have two numbers to one device?
On the new phones, you can.
Okay, the reason why I ask, and I mean, I'm just gonna be honest and transparent with everybody. I hate carrying two phones.
Oh, yeah.
And Vinny's right about the Freedom of Information Act. I'm well aware of that. That's public knowledge. Everybody, you know. So, I gotta be honest with you. I've been using my own personal phone. I'm not asking for reimbursement, only because it's easier to carry one phone than it is two phones, or keeping two phones charged. So, I guess my question is this: can I have that number that was delegated to me just added to my own phone, or does that cross a line with the Freedom of Information Act and all that? Or because then you're not buying devices. You're not buying into. I mean, you're still going to need a plan, but you wouldn't have to buy the device.
Right.
So it's just a question.
I would assume, okay, if they wanted information from you, they would ask for the information from that number.
That device or the number?
That number.
Okay. Or that email, right?
yeah, I would get a hold of maybe this one, you would have access to
Yeah.
it, and ask them specifically that question. I mean, I don't know, I'm just saying this to let people know that
Yep.
Yeah.
they gotta protect themselves.
Yep.
And they
You're
have an
right.
obligation for freedom of access.
Thank you.
Cindy?
I did that the short time that I had the town phone, transferred that number. I left the home phone home so they could call me, because I was paying my personal phone. I couldn't call it,
Why?
because all the calls go to my phone I was carrying. So that did me no good whatsoever, my personal phone. I couldn't leave it home.
Because you call forward to the other phone.
So,
Right.
we're good at that.
The new phones have what they call dual SIMs. So they, instead of having a little SIM card now, it's all integrated into the phone, and you can have two numbers in one phone.
Yeah, but there was not enough data on that phone for me.
Then you can do a whole fire scene. You can't do a lost cat.
I got more than just lost cat on your deck. I do reports on here.
But he can does a whole fire scene on it. So I know there's a lot more there is to lost in
He
it.
has a hotspot.
That just gives him internet connection.
Oh, duh.
All right. What's next? What else you got?
Well, Lynn has provided an update on the ARPA funds spreadsheet. I don't think it'll be that whole thing. Somebody wants to know.
Yeah.
All right, and that's it for there, but then for the